Hello and welcome. I'm Lloyd, and this is the preview of round 3 of the 2017 Six Nations. There's been some speculation from my fans out there as to why I didn't do a review show from round 2. Speculation that was because I was so upset that England had beaten Wales in Cardiff. And that speculation, I can confirm, is entirely true. I was so annoyed. England found the will to win in the dying embers of the game when Wales really should have closed it down. The reasons for that, well, we'll go into them in a bit of detail. I mean, certainly the Welsh performance was one that we hadn't seen for a while at a level where they could win Test matches. However, what they didn't do, they made mistakes at crucial times. Yes, the back row played well, but surely Jonathan Davies just has to clear that into touch. Now, if that try scored by Elliot Daly had been scored in a Welsher, I would be waxing lyrical. There were so many good things about that. Firstly, George Ford looked up, saw that it was on, attacked. Jamie Roberts was actually out of position far more than Alex Cuthbert. Alex Cuthbert will get the blame because he couldn't bring Elliot Daly down. But really, Roberts was in the wrong place, hadn't shuffled across, but the quality of the passing. Yeah, those that watched the Dressing Gown Diary for a long time will know that I am not a big Owen Farrell fan. There's a lot of things I don't like about him, but he has matured into a quality player, and his ability to pass flat like that, there aren't many in the game that can do it. Scott Williams is another one. But, you know, the England players are now developing into a team that can exploit space. That becomes very dangerous with the quality of the pack they have. And certainly, Eddie Jones will be incredibly happy to walk away from Cardiff with a win like that. Any win was good enough. There's steam on now. The Grand Slam's looking a serious opportunity again. It was a quality game, though. It was a test match where you didn't really know what was going to happen. Both teams were in it. It was real cut and thrust, bodies on the line stuff. It was exactly what the Six Nations is all about. Has on that point about number of tries scored, has the bonus point really made any difference? Well, it hasn't at this stage. It hasn't meant that teams have opened up more. At the moment, they're just battling to make sure they can win. And that's what top quality rugby should be about. If you win well, you get the bonus points. England deserved the victory in the end because they played well in the sort of 10 to 30 minute passage where Wales were hanging on. Then Wales went through a purple phase. I mean, there were a couple of questionable decisions. Dan Biggar kicking through and Elliot Daly not releasing on the floor. But look, at the end of the day, Wales have beaten England in a couple of these tight games late on. None more so than when they dumped England out of their home World Cup. But we won't fret on that too much. The other games of the weekend, Ireland ran away with it. Italy really are struggling for form, and certainly latter parts of the game, they cannot keep pace with what's going on. Gilroy ran in a hat trick of tries, came on as a late substitute, scored 3 tries in 13 minutes. Surely England will be looking to emulate the type of score that Ireland put Italy away with the victory. And the other game saw Scotland attempt to win their first match in Paris since 1999. They got very close. It looked like it was on, but when the same weaknesses of a Scottish team appeared again, where they couldn't quite close the game out, they weren't clinical enough. They had chances to score points. France deciding to kick for the corner as well when they could have taken an easy penalty was a brave call, but ultimately it paid out. Moving on to the games this weekend, there's some big matches. I mean, first we start off with Scotland. Start off with Scotland-Wales. Now, realistically, whoever loses this game is out of the Six Nations and their season's over. Who do you think is going to do it? Well, Scotland will look to play an expansive game. Wales have also played an expansive game. I mean, a few seasons ago, this game witnessed more passes than ever been seen in a rugby match. I think it was something like over 600. So Scotland will be looking to sling the ball around, expose Wales. Wales have kept the same back row. They like the mobility that brings. It's going to be very, very tight, and that's it's demonstrated by the bookmakers. In terms of the handicap bets, it's anywhere between 1.5 points to either team. So really don't know. It's almost an evens bet. I still think Wales will probably have enough. Scotland showed against France that they haven't got that clinical edge, but you could argue the same thing for Wales. So it'll certainly be an interesting game. The next up, Ireland-France. Ireland have welcomed Johnny Sexton back, and they will welcome him with open arms. They have not looked the same without him. Is he match fit though? Time will tell. But France will be very pleased with their win against Scotland. But can they continue the progress? I still think this is going to be an easy Irish win, and the handicap market shows that with an 8-point spread towards Ireland. So certainly something to think about there. The last game of the weekend. Well, this surely is just a possession at Twickers. England against Italy. All England fans will be showing up expecting an absolute blitz of a performance, and they're right to think so. Certainly, the way Wales and Ireland have blown Italy away in the latter parts of the game, the crucial 60 to 80 minute mark. Well, England have brought on strong subs in their previous 2 games against France and Wales, so I expect to see much of the same. The spread market again is about 42 points. I can't see Italy getting close to that. I think it's going to be considerably more. I think the power game that England can bring now with Italy tiring away from home, they're going to get blown away. I mean, this is going to be a cricket score. Don't be surprised if you see something in the 80s with England going forward on this. So, crucially, Freddie's flutter for the weekend, therefore, is back England on the spread market. You can get, as I said, the handicap is about 42. So back England at even money to win by more. There's been some confusion. So the spread market is it should be pretty simple. If you add the handicap to whatever the scores were at the end of the game, if your team's on the right side, you win. So last week, or so 2 weeks ago, Freddie's flutter was back Wales plus 5.5. Those that can remember the game, I scratched my head, but I think England did manage to sneak it by 5. So you would have still won your spread bet. Anyway, this is the Dressing Gown Diary. Enjoy your 6 halves of rugby. I've got a 40th birthday party to celebrate with Dave Russell-Smith, so I'm sure that will be a quiet affair. He's gone for a soul and rap theme. Takes all sorts, I guess. Over and out.